Pray to God they never see me fail. Pray to God they never pay him bail. I got dealers in my yard, in Adidas and go yard, and they packing so I'm puffing off the rail. They won't never see me fall off. All a nigga knows ball. Wasn't ringing when you called up. All a nigga knows ball. They won't never see me fall off. All a nigga knows ball. Wasn't ringing when you called up. All a nigga knows ball. Pray to God they never see me fail. Pray to God they never pay him bail. I got dealers in my yard, in Adidas and go yard, and they packing so I'm puffing off the rail. They won't never see me fall off. All a nigga knows ball. Wasn't ringing when you called up. All a nigga knows ball. They won't never see me fall off. All a nigga knows ball. Wasn't ringing when you called up. All a nigga knows ball.
As we kick off the 2020 RWE Slammy Awards, I just want to say that I'm very excited to do this. This isn't the first time we've done this, but this is really the first. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but ladies and gentlemen, nonetheless, welcome to the RWE 2020 Slammy Awards. Coming off an amazing pay-per-view, a Clash of Champions, this past Saturday. It's always great to witness another great pay-per-view in the books for RWE, and a lot went down. We know AJ Andrews, was ruled, out of action by the RWE doctors. They were saying, he has a concussion and he'll be out of action for a few weeks, or maybe up to a month. So we wish the best for AJ Andrews following the attack of Henry Storm. Elijah Morgan, I would say yet another dominant performance, but he just barely escaped with the title. But anyway, it is time for our first Slammy Award of the day, and this will be the double crossing of the year. And this Slammy, by popular vote, goes to Caleb Barnes and Tyson Matthews at Hell in a Cell. The former RWE Tag Team Champions split up at the 2020 Hell in a Cell pay-per-view when, after they successfully defended their titles in a Tag Team Hell in a Cell match, with Caleb picking up the win over Edge and Christian for his team. And it has went downhill ever since between those two, and they had their first clash back at Survivor Series. And next week they'll do battle on the Christmas edition of RWE in a 2 out of 3. No, sorry, not 2 out of 3 sponsored. It'll be an Iron Man match, and that's very exciting. Congratulations to, I guess, to Caleb Barnes and Tyson Matthews by popular vote. They will win the Slammy of double crossing of the year. It was an epic and brutal encounter between Caleb Barnes and Tyson Matthews back at the Survivor Series pay-per-view, and I look forward to them having one more go at it next week. Well, I wouldn't say one more, because Tyson Matthews has guaranteed Caleb Barnes that they'll never be done. Like, they'll never be done. Like, they'll never move past this, and Tyson's gonna haunt Caleb for the rest of his, not only the rest of his career, but the rest of his life. But it's time for our next Slammy of the day, and this one goes to OMG moment of the year. And this is our last Slammy before we head out the ringside to see Henry Storm explain his actions about AJ Andrews ruling Clash of Champions. But this Slammy goes to, again, Caleb Barnes and Tyson Matthews get the OMG moment of the year when Caleb Barnes attacked Tyson Matthews at Hell in a Cell, like we just talked about. Again, congratulations, I guess, to these two, as we are soon about to head to ringside, as Henry Storm is set to explain his actions, about what he did with AJ Andrews at Clash of Champions, putting AJ Andrews out of action with a concussion, as we head on ringside next. And here's the World Heavyweight Champion, Henry Storm, here to explain his actions from Saturday. On Saturday, yes, I attacked my former partner AJ Andrews, but people need to understand that it was for the greater good. I attacked AJ Andrews so that we could have a better society here in RWE. And that society is a society of darkness. The society of darkness has risen. And we are here to take over. And it's only just beginning. AJ Andrews rebelled against the society of darkness. Therefore, he fell victim to the society of darkness. I put AJ Andrews out of action for weeks. And just like that, he lost his first title in this company. That should let you know how powerful we are in this company. And that should let you know never to cross the society of darkness. AJ Andrews was not holding me back. He was holding us back. He was holding everybody back. And that included John Sparrow and Matt Carter. And that was until they picked up the tag team gold on Saturday. So what you saw on Saturday was complete chaos. What you saw on Saturday was the rise of the society of darkness. And expect nothing less. Because the society of darkness is going nowhere. And the society of darkness is here to stay in RWE. And anyone who dare cross us next will suffer the exact same as AJ Andrews. Well, words from Henry Storm as the Slammy Awards continue, and Henry Storm just taking on all comers, taking jabs at AJ Andrews, who he put out of action, for at least a month, due to a concussion, and the attack, Clash of Champions hospitalizing AJ Andrews, and Henry Storm, not only has he had the world championship, he has power, and he's got a team. That's Henry Storm might be a force to be reckoned with, and I don't think anyone wants to get in his way. Henry Storm, he's becoming more dangerous. Every match that he has. Every time he steps in the ring, he becomes he just automatically becomes like more and more dangerous. And to be honest, that is a scary thing. But it is time for our next Slammy, and this Slammy will be for match of the year. And I'm not gonna lie, we had some classics on the voting ballot here, so I'm actually very excited to see which match won this one. It was actually a very close one, and it is Elijah Morgan and Ryan Legacy at TLC for the RWE Championship, and I see no argument here. There were some tough ones. You had Caleb Barnes and Tyson Matthews at Survivor Series. I'm not sure. You had Legacy and Mac on episode of Raw back in September, and Empire versus Team Legacy at Survivor Series. And honestly, that was a pretty tough decision to make for you guys. Pretty tough decision to make for me, because of course I voted. But honestly, I don't really see an argument to that. I mean, there's definitely an argument, but I mean, you can't take it away from Morgan and Legacy. I mean, our next one is Rivalry of the Year, and they were also on that one. The other ones were, you had Caleb and Tyson. You had some other pretty good rivalries on there. You got Henry Storm and Da Vinci. They had some pretty good exchanges back at SummerSlam and Hell in a Cell, and They faced off. They faced off this past Saturday at Clash of Champions again, renewing their rivalry for the World Heavyweight Championship. That was kind of a last-minute match, you know. But anyway, rivalry of the year. Let's see who won this one. And again, I tell you, the number is very close, and it is again Legacy, Elijah Morgan and Ryan Legacy, and their feud back, and they had two matches back at Hell in a Cell and TLC. And again, there's an argument, but I am not gonna argue with it because these two had some classics inside Hell in a Cell and TLC. They took each other to the limit, ladies and gentlemen. And I tell you, I would pay to see another match between those two, another exchange between those two, because they delivered some classics in those two matches that they had. And continuing this in the Survivor Series, which is also a match of the year candidate, it was Empire and Team Legacy at Survivor Series. Was that rivalry actually set up that match at Survivor Series? And I'm just gonna say it did not disappoint. But our next Slammy is Women's Superstar of the Year. And again, the numbers were close on this one. So this is one of the more unpredictable ones as well. Who will be the Women's Superstar of the Year, and who will walk out of 2020 with a Slammy and bragging rights? And it'll be the women's champion, the undefeated Jessica Jade. And ever since her debut, she's been dominant. She's had an incredible year so far, you know. Just debuting towards the end of October, but she's definitely made her mark, becoming the women's champion in such a short period of time, and just continuing to prove herself. And she will defend the title against Jade the Savage Beretta next week, part of the RWE Christmas special on December 25th. That is a week from today, actually, next Friday. And that match is going to be amazing. That match, again, is one of the more unpredictable ones because, you know, Jade Beretta is pretty dominant. She came up short against in a women's championship match previously at Survivor Series as part of the kickoff show. But, and then, you know, she did something that, you know, not a lot of people can do, and that's bounce back. And she has, and she's earned herself another women's championship opportunity that she gets next week against Jessica Jade. But next Slammy will go to the tag team of the year. And, you know, again, this is one of the more unpredictable ones because, you know, the numbers were pretty close in this one. It was almost a tie, and it goes to the women's tag team champions, Delora and Jade. And I am not gonna lie, I did not expect this one, but these two had an incredible year, losing one match, both undefeated in singles matches. But that's the final Slammy for now. We'll be back with more after this matchup. It is time for the main event between the Nightmare and JJ Ramirez. We'll be back with more. We're back here on the Slammy Awards. Matt Carter is set for action as he takes on JJ Ramirez, with the winner getting a shot at Elijah Morgan's RWE Championship at the Royal Rumble on January 9th. Two former members of what was Empire, and now each of them want a shot at Elijah Morgan.
God likes me.
And, you know, not Matt Carter, the Nightmare Matt, just coming off a loss from Elijah Morgan. They started at Clash of Champions, so this is really another opportunity for him. But it is not going to be easy, as he must defeat J.J. Ramirez to set his path to Rumble. So this match is set to get underway. Very high stakes for these two. And J.J. Ramirez has the Nightmare Mac in the corner here. These two are locking up. We get a clean break. No! J.J. Ramirez takes a shot at the Nightmare Mac. And now these two are going at it. And once again, they'll lock up in the corner. And again, Ramirez takes a jab at the Nightmare Mac. Oh my god, bicycle kick. And the kick to the back. Ramirez back up to his feet, taking him down there. And Ramirez with the kicks to the Nightmare Mac. These two used to be really partners in the faction of Empire, and the downfall began with the Nightmare Mac proceeded to attack Elijah Morgan, which that's in the match at Clash of Champions. Ramirez now once again taking down the Nightmare Mac, and the Nightmare Mac just got to try to get some momentum back here, and taking down J.J. Ramirez there. And uh-oh. Mac power bomb to Ramirez. Hook of the leg now. And they kick out. And J.J. Ramirez able to stun the Nightmare Mac, able to bring him down. And the Nightmare Mac is huge. So that's big there. Nightmare Mac though making it back up to his feet and taking down Ramirez. Has him on his shoulders here. Oh, flapjack. It's about that time to see who's going to WrestleMania. Knee strike, hook of the leg, one, and a kick out. It's about time that, you know, superstars are thinking about to see if they'll be booked on the card, even for WrestleMania. Everyone's trying to solidify their spot on the card, and this is the time to make a name for yourself around the Royal Rumble. And Ramirez just taking it to the Nightmare Mac on the outside here. Count of 4 now. Count of 5. So count of 6. Nightmare Mac now. Uh-oh. Power slam. He's not going to take the count out win here. Gets Ramirez back into the ring. Count of 8 and he's back in. Ramirez. Reversal. Uh-oh. And again taking down Mac. Hook of the leg. 1 and a kick out. And Ramirez now. Pedigree. And that could be it. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out. And just like that, a near fall for J.J. Ramirez. All about an opportunity for the RWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. And Ramirez with an elbow there. Oh, caught him. Big enziguri there. Ramirez is very quick here. Uh-oh. Oh! Driving the skull of the Nightmare Mac into his knee there. Ramirez up on the top rope, calling him up. Could this be it here? Oh! Mac caught him! What's this? Oh! Go to sleep! Hook of the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out. Two former friends now fight for an opportunity at the RWE Championship at the Rumble. Mac, Sling Blade. Oh, Ramirez with a rake to the eyes. And sending Mac outside the ring. And Mac with a kick. Ramirez with a shot to the knee there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, down goes Mac on the outside. Ramirez now just slamming the head of Mac into the steel steps. Count of 5. And, oh! Didn't quite make it back into the ring. Count of 6. Count of 7. Ramirez. Count of 8. And these two trying to get back into the ring. Count of 9. Ramirez, what are you doing? Oh my god. The match ends in a double count-out draw. But what does this mean for the Royal Rumble? Who will Elijah face at the Royal Rumble for the RWE Championship? We'll see you next week. What a main event that was, ending in a double count-out. But it is time to wrap up the Slammy Awards with our final 3 awards, starting out with our future star of the year, who you guys voted to have the brightest future here in RWE, maybe even as soon as 2021. So without further ado, your future star of the year is Eric Cassidy, and I see no argument here, pinning the RWE champion to become the sole survivor at Survivor Series. Everything about this man just has future written all over it. Cassidy, he's a stud in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Eric Cassidy is amazing. He's the current international champion, and I don't see anybody beating him in the near future. Your breakout star of the year, Henry Storm, and again, I see absolutely no argument here. The polls weren't even close. This man won 4 championships in 7 months. He won the television championship back in May when he first debuted. The United States title back at Backlash. He won the World Heavyweight Championship at TLC and the Tag Team Championship at Survivor Series before he lost to the Tag Champions and betrayed his partner, AJ Andrews. Henry Storm is definitely one of the best we have in this company, and like I said, I see absolutely no argument here. But for our superstar, overall superstar of the year, it is Elijah Morgan, and again, I see no argument here. Hasn't lost a singles match one-on-one since May. You know, Elijah Morgan, speaking of studs in the ring, this man is an absolute stud. You know, he's just too good. Elijah Morgan, you know, he's held the title, he's held the RWE Championship for 170 plus days and counting. This man undoubtedly the superstar of the year. We'll see you next week. Stay tuned.